Hey guys, welcome back to Mind Your Conversions, brought to you by Fibr. If you're new here, this is where we break down the art and science of marketing with our hosts, Liv and Max. They will help you understand marketing better, explore fresh strategies, and most importantly, drive higher conversions. So whether you're a seasoned pro, or even if you're just getting started, you're at the right place.
Hey there, welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into something you see online all the time, but you might not really think about it much. Thank you pages. Yeah, we're gonna uncover the hidden potential behind those pages. They seem simple, but they pop up after you buy something, subscribe, or download something. Like a well-designed thank you page. It can be like a secret weapon, to boost engagement and conversions.
That's right. Yeah, it's all about capitalizing on that moment, that crucial moment when a user's taken an action, a desired action.
Exactly. And we've got some cool insights to share from a document called Thank You Page Examples. It's got best practices, templates, scenarios to engage and convert visitors. It's like a treasure map, to make thank you pages that actually work.
Yeah, before we dive into those strategies, it's important to distinguish between thank you pages and confirmation pages. They often get kind of like lumped together, but they have very different purposes.
Okay, yeah. What's the difference?
So a confirmation page is purely functional. Think of it like a receipt. It just verifies an action, like a payment going through or an email address being confirmed.
Right.
But a thank you page, it goes beyond just that basic confirmation.
Yeah.
It's meant to engage the user more and guide them to the next step, in their journey with the brand.
So it's not just about saying thanks, right? It's about making the most of that last impression before they leave.
Exactly. Prime real estate,
right.
For nurturing that relationship.
Okay, so how do we transform it from like a digital pat on the back to like a powerful conversion tool?
So this source, it breaks down a formula, a really effective formula for a high converting thank you page. It's 5 key elements: a strong title, a compelling subtitle, visuals, social proof, and of course a clear call to action.
I'm intrigued. Let's break it down. What's the power of a strong title?
Think of it as immediate validation. The title should reinforce the action the user just took, like thank you for subscribing, or welcome to the community. No, it creates a sense of positive reinforcement.
Right, like a mini celebration almost. But then how does the subtitle build on that?
The subtitle adds context, right? It sets expectations for what happens next. For instance, if they subscribe to a newsletter, you could say, get ready for your first dose of exclusive tips delivered straight to your inbox tomorrow. Create some anticipation.
Okay, I see how this flows together. Now, what about visuals? They always make things more engaging, right?
Absolutely. Visuals, they break up the text to make the page more memorable. This could be, product images to reinforce their purchase, or a video testimonial from a happy customer. The key is to choose visuals that resonate with your audience.
Okay, so it's adding that extra layer of personality. Now, let's talk about social proof. I've always found that fascinating. Why is it so effective?
Well, it taps into our human nature. We tend to, look to others for guidance, especially when making decisions.
Right.
So by showcasing testimonials, reviews, or even just how many people have downloaded something, you're demonstrating that others have benefited, right, from engaging with your brand.
It's like saying, hey, you're in good company. Thousands of others have done this, and they loved it.
Exactly. And that trust is crucial, especially these days when consumers are, bombarded with choices.
Now let's talk about the heart of the thank you page, the call to action. What makes it compelling?
It needs to be clear and concise and entice the user to take that next step. Do you want them to download a guide, join your community, follow you on social media? Whatever it is, your call to action should use strong verbs. Go, go. Create a sense of urgency. Go. And highlight the benefits. Don't be afraid to get creative. Experiment, try different approaches.
Yeah, I like that. So we've got our core elements, right? Strong title, compelling subtitle, visual, social proof ammunition, and a clear call to action. But how do we apply these in different situations? Our source breaks down some interesting examples, from completing a purchase to registering for an event.
Okay, let's start with the common one. Someone just completed a purchase, they've pulled out their credit card, clicked buy, feeling good about their decision. And this is a great time to solidify their trust.
Okay, so beyond that initial feeling of relief and excitement, what's the strategy?
First, reassure them, right? They made the right choice. Confirm their order details, shipping information, so they feel confident. But then go further. This is where you foster that sense of delight.
I love that. Fostering delight. So many sites miss that opportunity. What are some ways to create that wow factor?
Think unexpected, offer a little bonus, something extra. Maybe it's a discount coupon for their next purchase, a free gift, or even personalized recommendations, based on their history. These small things make a big difference in how they see your brand.
It makes them feel valued, not just like another transaction. Now, what about someone who creates an account? That feels different.
Absolutely. Creating an account shows more commitment, right?
Yeah.
So the thank you page needs to reflect that. Personalization is key here. Welcome them by name. Highlight the benefits of having an account, like faster checkout, access to exclusive content, or tracking their order history.
Right, it's like rolling out the red carpet.
Exactly. Remember, people who create accounts, they're more likely to become loyal customers. So this first interaction, it's crucial for building that relationship.
Okay, let's shift gears. Signing up for a newsletter. How do we make a thank you page that builds anticipation?
This is your chance to build excitement,
Right.
right? And establish credibility. Thank them for subscribing. Then give them a taste of what's to come. Will they get exclusive offers, insider tips, early access? Paint a picture of the value they'll be getting.
Right, because their inbox is valuable. They need to know what's worth it.
Exactly. And to boost that credibility even more, you can showcase testimonials, right? From, well-known people in your community or industry.
It's like saying, look, these respected figures trust us, you're in good hands. Now, webinars are another popular way to engage people online. How do we apply this to a webinar registration?
This is about building anticipation and community.
Yeah.
Go beyond just the basic date and time.
Right.
Maybe share a fun fact about the speaker, or sneak peek into the topics, or even link to a related blog post or video, get them excited.
I love that, like a little preview of the value. Now, what about people who subscribe to, blog updates? How do we keep them engaged before those updates even start?
You got to highlight the value, Showcase successful insights, case studies, testimonials from happy subscribers. Show them that your updates are worth it. You could even offer something special, like a discount code or exclusive content, OPO, for those who shared the link.
Smart. That's word of mouth marketing. Okay, let's say someone downloads a free guide. How do we maximize that thank you page?
This is where you position yourself as a helpful resource. Guide them further down the funnel, Reinforce how the guide solves their problem. Maybe link to related blog posts, additional resources, even products or services that can help them.
Right, it's all about providing value and anticipating their needs.
Precisely. Now let's talk about higher value interactions, like scheduling a demo or booking a consultation.
Okay, these are users who are really interested.
Absolutely, they've taken a big step. So you want to build on that. Express gratitude for their time. Showcase testimonials from previous clients and guide them to resources that address, common questions or concerns.
It's about building confidence, showing you understand their needs.
Exactly. You want them to feel like they're in good hands.
Okay, free trials are another way to give people a taste, right? How do we optimize that thank you page?
Give them the tools they need to make the most of it. Consider short videos or tutorials, walking them through the features and benefits. You can highlight success stories too, from users who loved the trial and became paying customers.
Like a VIP tour, showing them what's possible.
Precisely. And finally, let's talk about events. Online or in person?
Events are all about excitement and anticipation.
Exactly. Your thank you page should show that. Encourage them to mark their calendars, share it, create a countdown feeling. You can even share photos or videos from previous events.
Building a pre-event buzz.
Now, before we wrap up, I want to touch on some common mistakes. Things to avoid with thank you pages.
Oh, I'm all ears.
One of the biggest mistakes is not giving clear information on what to do next. They've taken the action, but now they're stuck.
Right, like a road with no signs.
Exactly. Your call to action needs to be super clear.
And, in today's world, responsive design is important too, right?
Absolutely. The page needs to look good on all devices.
No squinting at tiny text. What other mistakes should we watch out for?
Content overload. You got to keep things concise, focused, highlight the important stuff without overwhelming them.
Finding that balance. What about social proof on these pages?
Don't forget it. Testimonials, reviews, case studies, they add credibility and build trust.
To show off those happy customers. Okay, we've covered a lot today. I feel like I have a whole new understanding of thank you pages.
Yeah, they're often overlooked.
Yeah.
But when you do them right, they can be a game changer. It's about maximizing that final interaction, leaving a positive impression.
And remember, there's so much more information out there. Keep learning, keep experimenting, keep those thank you pages working for you.
A well-crafted thank you page. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
That's a perfect way to put it. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive into thank you pages. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. So we've got the core elements: strong title, compelling subtitle, visuals, social proof, and a clear call to action.
Right.
But how do we actually apply these, in different situations? Our source gives some insightful examples for like everything from completing a purchase to registering for an event.
Yeah, let's start with one of the most common ones. Someone's just completed a purchase. They've, pulled out their credit card, clicked buy, and they're feeling good about their decision. So this is a prime opportunity, right, to capitalize on that and solidify their trust in your brand.
Okay, so beyond that initial feeling of like relief and excitement, what's the strategy there?
First, you want to reassure them that they made the right choice. Clearly confirm their order details, shipping information, all that stuff, so they feel confident. But then you got to go further. This is where you can really foster a sense of delight and loyalty.
I love that. Fostering delight. It seems like such a missed opportunity on so many websites. Like, what are some specific ways to create that wow factor?
Think about offering something unexpected.
Right.
A little bonus that goes beyond what they were expecting. Maybe it's a discount coupon for their next purchase, or a free gift with their order, or even like personalized recommendations, based on what they bought before. These little gestures, they can make a big impact on how people see your brand.
Yeah, it makes them feel valued, not just like another sale. Now, what about when someone creates an account? That's got to be different, right?
Absolutely. Creating an account, that indicates a higher level of commitment. So the thank you page has to reflect that. Personalization is really key here.
Yeah.
Welcome them by name. Highlight the benefits of having an account, like faster checkout, access to exclusive content, maybe the ability to track their order history.
Right, you're like showing them all the perks they get now.
Exactly. Visitors who create accounts, they're more likely to become those loyal customers. And so this first interaction is so important.
Okay, let's switch gears a bit. Let's talk about signing up for a newsletter. How do we make a thank you page that builds anticipation for those emails?
Well, this is your chance to build excitement, right? And establish your credibility. So you thank them for subscribing, and then you give them a taste of what to expect. Are they going to get exclusive offers, insider tips, early access to content? You want to really paint a picture of the value they're going to be getting.
Yeah, their inbox is valuable real estate. They need to know it's worth giving you that space.
Exactly. And you can boost that credibility even more by showcasing testimonials, right? Maybe from well-known people in your community, in your industry.
It's like saying, hey, look, even these people trust us with their inbox.
Right.
Now, webinars are a big thing these days. They're a popular way to engage people online. So how does this thank you page strategy apply to webinar registration?
With webinars, it's all about anticipation and community. So go beyond just the basic details, the date and time, share a fun fact about the speaker, give them a sneak peek into the topics you'll cover, maybe even link to a related blog post or video, get them excited about it.
Oh, I like that. It's like you're giving them a little preview of the value.
Yeah.
Now, what about people who subscribe to updates from a blog or website? How do we keep them engaged even before those updates start coming in?
You have to highlight the value they're going to get. Showcase past successful insights, case studies, testimonials from happy subscribers. Really demonstrate that your updates are worth their time. You could even offer a little something extra, like a discount code or access to exclusive content for those who share the subscription link.
Ooh, that's smart. Tapping into that word-of-mouth marketing. Okay, let's say someone downloads a free guide or resource. How do we make the most of that thank you page experience?
This is a perfect opportunity to position yourself as a helpful resource. Guide them further down the funnel. You can reinforce how the guide solves a problem they might be having. Maybe a link to some related blog posts, additional resources, even products or services that could help them further.
It's like you're anticipating their next steps, right?
Precisely. Now let's shift gears a little bit and talk about those higher value interactions, like when someone schedules a demo or books a consultation.
Okay, yeah. These are users who are showing a real interest in what you offer.
Absolutely. They've taken a significant step. So you really want to build on that momentum. Express gratitude for their time. Showcase testimonials from past clients who have seen success, and maybe guide them to resources that, address common questions or concerns.
So it's all about building confidence and showing them you understand their needs.
Exactly. You want them to feel like they're in good hands,
Yeah.
that they made the right decision by engaging with you.
Okay, free trials. They're a great way to let people try before they buy. So how do we make that thank you page the best it can be?
Give them the tools and resources they need to really get the most out of the trial. You might consider creating a series of short videos or even tutorials that walk them through the key features and benefits. You could also highlight success stories from other users. People who loved the trial and ended up becoming paying customers.
It's like giving them a guided tour, showing them all the possibilities.
Precisely. And finally, let's talk about events, whether they're online or in person.
Ah, events. All about building that excitement, that anticipation.
Exactly. Yeah. And your thank you page needs to reflect that energy. Encourage them to mark their calendars, share the event with their friends, create that countdown feeling. You could even share photos or videos from past events, just to give them a taste of what to expect.
Yeah, like building a buzz before the event even starts.
Now, before we wrap up,
Yeah.
I want to touch on some common mistakes people make with their thank you pages. Things to avoid.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about those pitfalls.
One of the most common mistakes is not telling the user what to do next. They've taken the action, but then they're left hanging. No clear path forward.
It's like they've reached the end of a road and there are no signs.
Exactly. That call to action needs to be crystal clear. Guide them to the next step in their journey.
And in today's world where everyone's on their phones,
Yep.
I imagine responsive design is super important too, right?
Absolutely. That thank you page needs to be visually appealing. Easy to use on any device, whether it's a desktop, a tablet, a mobile phone.
Right. No squinting at tiny text.
Yeah.
What other mistakes should we watch out for?
Content overload is a big one. You want to keep things concise, focused, highlight the important stuff without overwhelming the user.
Yeah, finding that balance is key. What about social proof on these pages?
Don't underestimate the power of social proof.
Yeah.
Testimonials, reviews, case studies, they add credibility and build trust, especially for those who might be new to your brand.
So don't be afraid to show off those happy customers.
Exactly.
Okay, we've covered so much ground today. I feel like I have a whole new appreciation for thank you pages. It seems like we often, treat thank you pages as an afterthought.
Yeah.
But you've really shown how powerful they can be for building relationships and getting those conversions.
It's interesting, right? Even small changes, based on what we've talked about, base pace can make a big difference. I'd encourage everyone listening, think about the thank you pages you've seen. As a user, what stood out? What made you want to explore more or take that next step?
Oh, that's a good point. I know I've definitely had those moments, where a thank you page felt like more than just a formality. Like it was a start of a conversation.
Exactly. And when you apply those insights to your own website, your business, you can create those same experiences for your audience.
Yeah.
So look at your current thank you pages. Really look at them. Do they have a strong title? One that, reinforces the action the user took? Does the subtitle create that sense of anticipation? Are you using visuals, social proof? Is your call to action clear? Is it enticing?
It's like a design puzzle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Figuring out how all those pieces fit together.
And the great thing about digital, about online, is you can always experiment. You can A/B test different versions of your thank you pages, track your results, see what works best for your audience. There's always room to improve.
This has been so insightful. I feel like I get it now, Gar. The real potential of thank you pages.
Yeah, they're often overlooked. But if you put thought into them, craft them carefully, they could be a game changer for your business. It's all about making the most of that last interaction, leaving a good impression.
And there's tons of information out there beyond what we've talked about today. Keep learning, keep trying things out, and keep those thank you pages working hard for you.
Because a well-made thank you page, it's a gift that keeps on giving.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of thank you pages. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.
Thanks for tuning in. That's it for this episode of Mind Your Conversions, brought to you by Fibr. I hope you are leaving with fresh ideas and strategies to take your marketing and your conversions to the next level. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave us a review. Thanks for listening. Until then, take care, and we'll see you next time.